About this before, but if you feel like you want to, go ahead and tell me what your goals are. Just that you all wrote down.
Have a wife, go to the Navy, and play college football.
I want to go to Howard and become a lawyer.
You want to go to Hollywood and...
Howard University.
Oh, sorry, Howard University. Okay, cool.
I want to be a lead singer in a band and be a lead guitarist.
Okay. Does anyone else want to say their goals?
I want to go to Howard and be a pro boss.
Okay. You don't? I think I might have an idea of what yours is. I know. Okay. I know. Okay. Anyways, so we all set our goals. The first step in accomplishing a goal is to write it down. If you don't have that goal written down, then what's the purpose of it? What are you going to look to? So that's why y'all have that written down. So what I'm going to do is just kind of talk about steps and what it means to accomplish a goal. A lot of times we can see it and we can look at it, and we know that there are steps to make it happen, but then it's what are those steps that we take that makes that happen. And so when we read 2 Timothy, it talked a lot about just having, first off, working hard. No one is just going to come serve you a platter of your goal and say, here it is. You have to do it yourself. You have to work hard. The awesome thing about knowing Christ is that He's in your life to help you make those goals come true. You all have a purpose. You have a destiny. If you're sitting here if you're sitting here breathing, then you have a purpose here on life. And God has given you each desires, and I don't see why those desires can't become reality. If you're too fearful, that I wrote something down, fear of unknown will not determine your destiny. So if you're not sure about your future, I think I made this one up. I just found it in some notes I'd written one time, and I'm like, what did I even write that for? But what I got from that, even though I said it, I think, a lot of times you won't know what is up ahead in those goals. You won't know how to get there. You don't know what it will mean to fail. You won't know what it means to take steps and put yourself out there. But when you take those steps and you fight past failure, then that's going to become your destiny. Your destiny is going to be determined by the steps that you take into the open. There's going to be so many people that are going to try and stop you in life. You're going to have teachers, you're going to have family members, you're going to have friends that say you can't do something, but that doesn't mean that they have to determine who you are or where you're going.
Okay.
Okay, does anyone in here have an older sibling?
Like brother, sister, family, something like that? Or...
Yeah. Does anyone have a mean older sibling?
Is it a mean one?
Yeah. Are you the mean older sibling? No? I see that smile. Okay. So I have an older brother, and his entire life he wanted to be in the military. So I was kind of the little sister that played army and everything. Well, one time we went to the pool, and I don't know what my older brother was thinking, but he thought it'd be really funny to keep holding me underwater and making me come up to barely breathe and then push me back down. And he was like, I was 4, he was 7, and he just kept pushing me underwater. And the only thing, okay, if you're being pushed underwater, and what are you doing?
Drowning.
Okay, and what's that causing you to do?
Bubbles.
Yeah, not breathe. If you're underwater, what is the only thing that you want?
Air.
Why do you want air?
So you can breathe.
So you can live.
So make your dream that. Make your dream every breath that you have. That you want it so bad that you're pushed underwater and that people are saying all this opposition of what you can't do and what you can't do, and the world is against you and people hate you. But fight past that. Make your dream live. Like I wanted to, okay, my brother wasn't going to kill me, but you know what I mean? All I wanted was to not pass out underwater because I could barely breathe. But fight like that for your dreams. When you fight like that for your dreams, that's what's going to put you to that next step and make you successful than the person next to you. Well, hopefully all of y'all will be successful. But you determine that. I don't determine it. None of us here determines it. Only you determine it because you are your own life. If you have parents that say, or so many people will say, well, I grew up this way and it's limiting me from doing this. You know, I talked to a man one time. He made $50 million, $50,000 a day was his net worth. Just every day, he was worth making $50,000 a day. That's like, is that over 18 million a year or something like that? And he said, I have 4 principles to tell you. Because he said he grew up in a family where just very, very hard growing up. He didn't have anything really going for him. And he said there was 4 principles that he stuck to. I'm trying to remember what they were. One, he said that don't get into debt. He said if it's medical debt, like if you have health problems, that's kind of an exception, and there was something else. The second thing is that he said don't be sleeping around. He said if you're just out sleeping around, living an impure life, it's going to distract you and take you away from your goals. He said, I think it was, he gets up before 5 a.m. every day. Because he starts his day off right. He starts it off with reading and doing things that are going to empower him as a person. And the last thing, I believe, was not to play video games. And he said he fills his mind with positive things that moves him to the next level. And I'm not saying that video games are bad. I'm just telling you what he told me. And this is this man that makes an average of $50,000 a day. He had a lot to